Hey museum friends, how's everyone doing today? Time for another episode of Miss Donna's Woodland Adventures. And today I thought we would play What in the Woodland Is That one more time. But this time we'll do it with flowers. So I'm going to call it Flower Fun. What in the Woodland Is That? Because I don't know about you, but I have been noticing all sorts of beautiful wildflowers both in my yard and in the woods nearby. So we'll go take a look at a few of them. Miss Donna will do the close-up thing again, and you can try and figure out what they are, and then I'll pull away, and we'll see if you were right. And you can see if you have them near your house, too. How's that sound? All right, let's go. Okay, friends. We're going to start off with an easy one in Miss Donna's yard. Anybody know what this one is? It's a very pretty purple one. Sometimes they have a little white on them too in my yard. This is actually the last one I'm finding in my yard because it's sort of the end of the season for them. So luckily I could capture it. Let's back away and see what it is. Did anybody say violet? If you did, you were right. This is a violet. It's a very common wildflower in this area. Miss Donna has a lot of them in her yard. As you can see, we even had an insect chewing on a leaf a little bit there, so it's definitely a food plant for some of the other critters in Miss Donna's yard too. All right, let's see what else we can find today. All right, my woodland adventurers, anybody know what kind of flower this is? I think Miss Donna's trying to trick us, because this might have been one we've seen before. Only it looks a little bit different now. Can you see what it is? That's right, it's a dandelion that has gone to seed. And pretty soon, all these seeds are going to blow away in the wind. And next year, we'll have more dandelions in this area. Well, my friends, what could this be? It's blowing in the wind a little bit. It's very purple, isn't it? Has lots of petals. You ready for me to pull away? You'll see I have a whole section of my yard with these. They like to grow in Miss Donna's lawn, because remember, Miss Donna's lawn is mostly wildflowers and moss. And these are called heel-all. They are one of my favorite wildflowers that grow in my lawn up here in the woods. You might have some near your house too, because they grow along the edge of the roads too. So if you haven't seen them in your lawn, you might see them there this time of year. All right, woodland friends. What in the woodland is that? Looks like another yellow flower, like the one Miss Donna had in the first adventure. But it's different than that one. If you look closely, this one has 5 distinct petals. Any idea? I'm guessing most of you might not know the name of this one. I'm going to pull away. This is one we call a cinquefoil. And I have a couple other plants right nearby. Let me zoom over to this one here too. Can you see? With the yellow flower on that one too. My friends who know Spanish know that cinco means 5, and if you look closely, not only does it have 5 petals on the flower, the leaves all have 5 parts. So probably a good chance that that's how this plant got its name, Cinquefoil. All right, let's see what else we can find. All right, here is our next flower. Anyone seen that before? If I pull away, I think you're going to see the color a little better, and that might help. But you might have recognized the leaves. This is a little tiny flower in the woods called a Mayflower, because it's flowering right now in May. I'm not sure if this episode will show in May, but these are out right now, and I found a little spot in the woods right now with a few of them. They're very cute little woodland flowers. Oh my friends, what do you think this one is? Very odd shape and some pink. This is actually one of Miss Donna's favorite flowers in her backwoods. I usually only get 1 or 2 a year, so luckily one of them came out. You ready? I'm going to back away. Then I'm going to sort of show you the side. See how pretty that is? That is a pink lady slipper. For all the grown-ups out there, it's in the orchid family. Now, some lady slippers in Connecticut are endangered species or threatened species, which means there's not too many of them. The pink lady slipper is not, as far as I know, even though Miss Donna only has a couple of them in her yard. So this is a really cool one that maybe if you live near some woods, you may be able to find right now too. Hey friends, look at these beautiful pink flowers Miss Donna found down by the ospreys. This is one I haven't seen before, and this is what they look like when they're opened up a bit more. I looked them up in my book and they're called the Pinkster Flower or a pink azalea. Some of your parents will know the name azalea because you probably have some cousins of these growing in your yards. But how beautiful are these? And if you listen carefully, you can hear the osprey calling in the background, so I think the babies are there. Well, that was a lot of fun, wasn't it, my woodland adventures? We saw some really pretty flowers, didn't we? And I thought I'd end in front of one of my garden azalea bushes. So this is a cousin of the Pinkster flower we saw down by the ospreys, but it's one that you can buy from a store, and I have planted in my yard, and it's got some pretty white flowers. So you know what I was thinking, my friends? There are still so many more flowers that Miss Donna found out in the woods. So what do you say we come back next week and do What in the Woodland Was That Flower Fun Part 2? Does that sound good? All right, I will see you next week for some more flowers. Bye, everybody.